First things first, it's all praise the Most High. Praise and honor to His Son, Yahweh Shai. If you're not paying attention to what's going on, I don't know what to tell you. Man, let's talk about it.
And I don't understand how people, you can look at this stuff happening and you cannot see what's going on.
So this is what you call warfare. We're going to break it down into what's really going on. Now, this is warfare. It's psychological warfare and it's biological warfare. Okay? Psychological. Let's break that down. This has the world thinking, right, that people that don't want to go along with the program are giving a virus to people that went along with the program. That should be cool. And those people that didn't want to go along with the program are being blamed for the other people getting sick. The Pfizer CEO said there's going to be a variant that drugs can't help. And that's all it is. It's drugs. These people are drug dealers. They made $33 billion profit since they started coming out with the, you know what I'm talking about, the jab. $33 billion profit, okay? And now they psychologically, they call it breakthrough. We don't know how this happened. How do you have a cruise ship where people get sick that all are fully jabbed up? Everybody on that ship has their card just to get on that ship, but they got sick and gave it to others on that ship. So when things like this happen, it's in your face, it's obvious. 74% of people in Massachusetts during an outbreak were fully jabbed up. But these are the facts on the ground, the statistics on the ground. You can look it up. But in the same breath, they say you have to get it in order to keep your job. Biden came out and said, nonprofits, profits, private industry, everybody, make them get it. Here in Philadelphia, teachers and staff have to get it. Nobody in their right mind will want to work in a Philadelphia public school of all the violence and poverty. No money, no federal funding to these schools. They have leaks coming out the roof. I worked there. There's lead in the pipes. Lead water for the children to drink and you to drink. So for people to work in these schools, for the most part, they care. So if they don't work there, who's going to work there? Who are they going to get? Robots? Same thing in the prison industry. They're mandating that the prison guards get the jab. Who in their right mind will want to work in a prison? But now you're mandating them to get an experimental shot that they admit doesn't work. That is psychological warfare. And now they have the jabbed up blaming the unjabbed up for all the things going wrong in the world. This devil is an excellent devil. He is very good at what he does. So what's the answer? Unity. Unify. Come together, O nation not desired. For people that can actually see what's going on. So that's the psychological aspect. The biological is all the difficulties that come along with taking this. And by I mean difficulties, I mean side effects. They said already, no conspiracy, Bell palsy, heart inflammation, blood clots. Johnson and Johnson actually had took their jab down for a couple weeks. Didn't change anything. Kept going as normal, but they took it down because of blood clots, and they put it back up as soon as you forgot. Nobody remembers that. So that is the biological aspect, because you put it up there, and physically, if you talk about that, if I say the word, say certain key words, they'll just take this down and suspend the channel, right? So physically, they're moving in that direction to actually what's happening in Australia and other places where they're just running up on you and giving it to you, and you don't have a choice. Okay? Because now they're so good at manipulation, saying the same thing over and over and over again so people believe it's true.
The media can convince everybody it's real. I mean, it's just that you keep talking about things. You keep saying it over and over and over again, and eventually people believe it.
They're so good at that, they're eventually going to have everybody looking at the unjab as the reason why there's no jobs in America, that they send them across seas, that housing is ridiculous, and they have minimum wage, but these housing prices, the housing prices are astronomical, so people can't afford rent, mortgage, etc. They're going to blame for the famine. They're going to blame everything on us, right? So that's why it says, "Come together, O nation not desired." All right? This is what they do. And we're going to read Psalms 83, verse 3. "They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and have consulted against thy hidden ones." They have think tanks. And in these think tanks, they think, how can we further oppress God's chosen? It's all about us. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It's all about us. Because spiritually, they have no idea what's going on. Spiritually. But they know their time is short. They see what's in the sky. They see pyramids flying over their warships. They see crafts flying over their nuclear facilities, which shouldn't be there, but they are, and there's nothing they can do about it. Okay? So, who are they coming for? You and your children. Gotta pray without ceasing, keep the law, statutes, commandments, and take this very seriously. Because we're in that time period. No time for division. If you want to argue about the Mexicans and the 10 tribes being the Hispanics and Native Americans, you can have a nice day. If you want to argue that Esau is the Arab, you can have a nice day. Because that divisive rhetoric is not helping. That's contrary. That's actually FBI plants. And if you're not an FBI plant, you should be. You should be getting paid for what you do. All right? But the Most High is going to judge. And he's watching and he hears everything. And you got to pray to him. You got to keep the law, statutes, commandments, and you got to pray to him. Because when they mandate, they take your job away. Where are you going to live? How are you going to pay rent? How are you going to pay mortgage? And then you want to get another job, they're going to require that you have the shot. So you can see the beginning stages of the wilderness, right? So remain focused, Israel. Remain focused. Because the way the Most High works, you could have 1 million so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that are millionaires. They're not helping. They're not even speaking out. I watched I believe it's an Edomite talk about how they came up to him and was giving him money to say, stay home, listen to the government, stay home. How many so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American athletes, actors, all the people we look up to as society, how many people actually spoke out about anything? You're not going to hear it because they're too scared to lose their status, like Nick Cannon. So who do we go to? Got to go to the Most High. That's it. There's nowhere else to go. Where can you run? Where can you hide? People talking about leaving Babylon. To go where? You're not even allowed into some countries. There's nowhere to go. And once you get there, they're going to start requiring it. Because if they don't, then America will take away their funding. They print the money off your hard sweat, tears, and blood. They print the money. Your tax dollars go outside of the country. And they all know this. So there's nowhere to go. It's either you do the work and wake up the 144 so we can get out of here, or you stand there and you be a slave. Just like I said in 1984, 2 plus 2 equals 5 if they say it's 5. This thing works if they say it works. Don't even worry about the statistics of saying it doesn't work. And it's already been a couple months. Now you got to get a booster. And they're talking about more boosters for more variants. There's over 20 variants out there. I know about 5. Theta, Eta, P3. They got a one called number 22. 22. I won't say the word because I know they'll flag this video. There's that many variants out there, so you can get a jab for each one of those variants. And what's going to happen to Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson, Merck, all of them? What are profits going to do? Astronomical. There's billionaires now. There's new billionaires just because of what happened in this year. They're billionaires now. You think they're going to stop there? Esau is the greediest entity on the planet. He got 1 billion, he wants 10 billion. He gets 10 billion, he wants 100 billion, he wants 1 trillion. It's not going to stop. So what we got to do as spiritual men and women in Israel is stop backbiting, stop fighting each other, stop having the man versus women argument all day on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or whatever. Come together, O nation not desired. Unless you're a nation that if you could be part of the 12 tribes and you're saying, hey, go get it. You go out and get it. Then you're probably fine. But people that read these scriptures, they're not getting that. They're not putting, what's in it? Aborted baby fetuses? I don't know. What's in it? I don't know one ingredient that's in it that they came out and told us. Is thimerosal in it? Is formaldehyde in it? That's in other jabs. What's in this? And where does it say in the scriptures you should be putting stuff like that in your body? Your body's a temple, the Most High. There's other places saying that the people that got it are walking around giving health issues to other people around them. The Miami school said you're not even allowed to work here if you got it. So we got to come together. We got to pray without ceasing. We got to put as much on the Most High as possible. Put it all on him. Give him everything. Everything. Lay it on the line. It's sink or swim. This is for you and your family. All right. You see what's coming. You see what they have in store. These people are voluntarily giving it. Soon, it's too much power. It's too much pull with these Edomites in this country. They're going to turn up. Just like Hitler did in Germany. Just like Mussolini. Just like all the tyrants. It's the same formula. It hasn't changed. You got to move forward and be an active participant in this scenario. You can't just sit on the sidelines. It's time to get off the bench and get in the game. If you follow the laws, statutes, commandments, your prayers matter. You turn your ear from hearing the law, your prayer is an abomination. If you are actively doing everything in your power to follow all of God's laws, statutes, and commandments, you need to pray, you need to fast, you need to meditate, and you need to prepare for what's coming down the line. Shalom.